Hi, Greg Clowminzer here, and in this video I want to talk about a coaching model, a simplified version of coaching and three areas that a coach is really focused on when working with a client. The first area is really who the client is. Who are they in terms of their strengths, their weaknesses, their skills, their come from, their development. Who is the individual? A lot of times working with a client in terms of figuring out their what, we find out that what they want, their goals, their dreams, and their visions sometimes aren't even who they are or what they really want. So really helping a client figure out who they are, what their strengths are, what their goals are, and then also help them develop who they are, like to really develop and expand and grow as an individual. So coaching focuses a lot on the who, particularly personal coaching or life coaching focuses on strengthening who the person is, making sure that they have the appropriate life skills necessary, and that there is a stronger and really a more functional sense of self. Another really big part of coaching and a conversation that's focused on is the what. What does the client want? What are their goals? What are their needs? Why have they come into a coaching relationship? And what is it that they want? And helping the client articulate what they want. So often a client isn't able to really even define or clarify what they want. So one of the real big values of coaching is to really be in this conversation of what do you want? What do you want? And then the third area is having a conversation about how. Okay, so once the coach and the client has clarified the what, the conversation of how is entered into the picture, and the how is really the strategy. So how are we going to get from point A, if you will, to point B? And some of the strategy might actually be strengthening the who the person is, getting the person to really relook at is the what. Is it important to them? Is it based on their value system? Is it something that they really want, or is it something that they think they should have or have to have or could have? So there's really these three conversations to master in a coaching process working with a client: is discovering who they are, their strengths and their weaknesses, clarifying what they want, and then brainstorming strategies of how they plan to get from where they are to where they want to go. Another important concept here is if the client doesn't want very much, like their what, there's not a big gap between where they are and where they want to be, there's not enough creative tension really to get the coaching process going. So one of the things that a client really helps an individual do is to create a gap of where they are and where they want to be. And that is a coaching skill called gapping, getting clear of where the client is, point A, and where they want to be, point B. And the richer that gap is, there's a creative tension that it develops, and that's really where the game begins in terms of coaching. I hope you found this helpful. Again, this is Greg Clowminzer. If you'd like to learn more about me, please visit my website at gregclowminzer.com. Thank you so much for watching.